Hello Internet, and welcome to the May edition of AnAuthor Vlogs. So, I wanted to go over a couple things for the channel as I do at the beginning of every month, so let's get right into it. So the first thing to note is the channel has kind of slowed down a little bit, but I mean, still, we're up to 79 subs, every single one of you guys is awesome, and honestly, I just have a lot of fun making these videos, especially now that I've transitioned more into getting things up consistently rather than, oh, this week we had 3 videos, next week we have 1, so on and so forth. I feel like I've been doing a pretty good job about getting stuff up during the weekdays at least, so I'm very happy about myself with that. We're slowly making progress, I guess you could say, in that regard. Next is, the channel has actually done pretty well, despite the slowdown, because of my foray into Minecraft. I remember, I think it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, that Shovel Paw, you're still awesome, dude, shared one of my Hurricane Play videos with the Feed the Beast subreddit rather, and the video was super successful in terms of view count. Wasn't great in terms of audio because I was having some software issues that I didn't realize until after I had bulk recorded everything, but such is life, right? Anyways, we've been doing really well on that, so I'm super happy about it. For those of you that were interested in the Untraveling Bards podcast that I mentioned last month, you may be wondering why it hasn't shown up yet. And that's going to be because, well, the person that I'm working with, my illustrator Dynamo, is also a student. I think I mentioned that already. He's also a graduate student, and he had a lot of exams this month. And so because of that, we didn't really have the time to work things out for the podcast, to really sit down and do an hour-long thing, 2-hour-long thing, whatever. So we're still working on that. But he's done with finals as of this week, so you should see that this weekend, I'm hoping at least. If not, it'll definitely be the weekend after that. Next thing is I'm launching a new social media thing, I guess you could say, for myself. I finally gone ahead and got a Tumblr account, and this was actually at the suggestion of Dynamo, my illustrator, because he mentioned coming across a couple interesting writing blogs there and thinking that I should be doing something like that. And I was like, yeah, why not, right? I mean, I write, I make videos. This just seems like a good place for me, right? So it'll be another place that I can interact with you guys, and I'll go ahead and leave that link in the description below. It'll be there with all my other links, so Facebook and Twitter and so forth. So if you haven't seen any of those, definitely check them out, because I do get on those regularly to interact with folks that reach out to me, because I love chatting with you guys. It's the whole point of social media, right? Just be social. So let's do it. The last thing is a second thing that I'm launching. Excuse me. And that's going to be a dedicated streaming schedule. So I believe it was 2 or 3 weeks ago, I did a stream on YouTube Gaming for the first half of Undertale. I wanted it to be the whole game, but I wasn't able to play it for 5 hours because I had an engagement the next morning. And Undyne was kicking my ass, so we only got through the first half. A little unfortunate, and I'm hoping to revisit it at some point later, because it was a very successful stream despite being my first one on YouTube Gaming. But we'll see. Either way, I don't believe I'm going to be sticking to YouTube Gaming, even though I like having all of the interface there. I know a lot of people much prefer, like, all the stuff on my end, it's great as a creator, but I know that as the viewer, it's not super great because there's not as many people there, both streaming and watching said streams. So I'm probably going to be shifting back to Twitch. I just wanted to play around with the YouTube Gaming stuff. Maybe in the future, YouTube Gaming will be good for us. I know that, for instance, some of the big YouTubers like to use YouTube Gaming for charity stuff, because then that lets them interact with the subscribers and, you know, lets the subscribers know what's going on, whereas Twitch can be really good from, like, a audience building sort of standpoint, so we'll play it by ear. I'll figure out which platform is right for me. I'm still new to this, so we'll figure that out. But either way, the streaming schedule itself is going to be Mondays. Let's see, I've actually got an inconsistency here. I wrote some notes to make sure I wouldn't forget this stuff for you guys. It's actually, I've got it listed as Monday, Wednesday, Saturday, which is not correct. It's going to be every Monday. Excuse me, it's going to be every Monday, every Friday, and every Saturday. So Monday, nothing Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, and then again on Friday and Saturday. So those 3 nights, I'll be streaming from 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time to 10 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. And these streams will typically consist of one of Minecraft or Overwatch, as I am going to be getting that relatively soon. It's the 2nd of May now, so here's hoping that that shows up. in my inbox pretty soon, so I can go ahead and get into the early beta. I'm super excited for that game. That's neither here nor there. Minecraft or Overwatch are going to be the two things that I play predominantly on that stream. But that's not to say that I won't be doing some interesting stuff other than that. I have in mind, for instance, taking suggestions from you guys. So if you guys have a particular game that you want to see me do, whether it be new, old, or otherwise, definitely let me know. As well as doing some interesting like board or card games in a virtual setting to then play with you guys. So I'm thinking of like creativity exercises plus all those extra games that I mentioned already. I think would be really interesting to have a stream that kind of does a little bit of everything. We'll see what happens. Again, I'm going to have to play it by ear and see what you guys would like the most. So we'll figure that out. Other than that, that's pretty much what's going on in my life. I mean, I sit here, I work on the book, and then I record for you guys. And we do that day in and day out. As always, I really appreciate all of you who are watching this video, as well as all of you that subscribe, all of you that like my videos, all of you that leave me comments. All of it goes appreciated, all of it goes noticed, and I really hope that I'm providing some good entertainment for you guys along the way, despite being a bit of a dweeb. Self-admittedly, a dweeb. So, anyways, if you guys enjoyed yourselves, and you want to stick around, if this is maybe your first video, you want to stick around for a lot more of the content that I'm out here making, then go ahead and do that YouTube trifecta of like, comment, and subscribe. I'll catch you guys in the next chapter. Bye-bye. Alright, so I'm just going to go ahead and get us started, or established, I guess you'd say. Hydraulic craft. I'm not familiar with that one. I'll have to look that up. See, and saying that gets me excited. There's a lot of mods in this pack that I'm looking forward to testing out. So, we'll definitely be doing fun stuff here this go around. But anyways, let me go ahead and